Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel! Today I'm going to do the Ride or Die tag, which was created by Jaclyn Hill. I think everybody knows that. It was created by her. And today I'm going to do a tutorial style. Whoa! Tutorial style! So I'm going to show you some of my favorite products. A lot of them are things that I love and use, but I just don't talk about them. If you've been following my channel for a few years, then some of these things might not surprise you, but to a lot of you guys who are new, you might be thinking, why doesn't she ever mention them? And I think it's just, they're kind of those products that I just grab out of habit, so I don't really think about them too much, and I don't know. But you'll hear about them in this video. So let's get started with the first category. So the first category is primer, and for primer I'm going to be using the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. I picked this up during the last Sephora BIB sale, and I have to say I've been really liking it. It's not a very thick primer, which is what I like, so all I do is just swipe it across my face, mainly on the T-zone area. And I find that the Pore Vanishing Stick works really well in conjunction with my more mattifying foundations. Like those two just keep me relatively shine free for the majority of the day. I had a really tough time choosing my Ride or Die foundation, and I feel so weird saying Ride or Die. That's just not part of my vocabulary, but I had a tough time choosing my all-time favorite foundation. But this is definitely one that I always come back to, and it's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I've been using this for over 2 years, and whenever I need a foundation to last me the whole day, or if I'm going to an event or something like that, this is always the foundation that I use. Like, there's no other foundation that I trust as much as this one. So it is full coverage. That's the reason why I don't use it like daily, but you could sheer it down if you want to. But this is just, it's the best. It's the best. For concealer, my all-time favorite are definitely the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I have Fair and Light right here. I just find that these do pretty much everything. They work for underneath the eyes, they work on blemishes, on dark spots, and they're just so affordable. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing more I can say about them. They're just great. One of the categories in the Ride or Die tag was an under eye setting powder, and I was just like, I don't really use anything. But then I remembered, oh yeah, I use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder as my under eye setting powder, which is kind of a very expensive under eye setting powder, but that's how I use it, and it works really well. It's a very light and finely milled powder. It doesn't look cakey in the under eye area. And this one I use is Diffuse Light, has kind of a yellowish undertone. Well, it is kind of a yellowish powder, and I feel like it just kind of brightens up that area, which works in my advantage if I'm just using it as an under eye setting powder. Now for my favorite face powder, this should just say enough. I think this product speaks for itself. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Yeah, I've hit pan. This is probably my 8th, maybe 9th. I have no idea, but I've gone through so many of these powders. It's just my favorite mattifying, just setting powder, all over powder. It's cheap, it gets the job done on my skin, it doesn't cake up my makeup. So it's just one of those products that, you know, I'm just going to keep buying because it works. I don't use bronzer too often, but out of my whole bronzer collection, this is definitely the one that I've used for the longest time. It is the Body Shop Honey Bronzer, and this one is in the light shade 01. It's just a very natural looking bronzer. It doesn't look too orange, it doesn't look too terracotta, it doesn't look very dark, so that's the reason why I like it. It just looks very natural, and this one has a matte finish. My favorite blush won't come to a surprise to any of you. Like, I can already hear you guys say which blush I'm going to mention. This guy, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush, and this is by far my favorite shade. This is Dim Infusion, which is just a very muted peach. They're my favorite. They look very natural on the skin. They last so well, and they're not cheap, but I purchased 4 of them. That's how much I love them. So they're my Ride or Die blushes. And as for my favorite highlight, I think the highlight that I've used the most in the past couple of years has definitely been the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. It is just a very intense highlight. A little bit goes a very long way, but I really like the undertone. I like the finish it has. It's just one of the best highlighters you can purchase. For eyeshadows, this was very easy for me because I've used this palette for a ton of my tutorials. I mentioned it in favorites a few times as well, and it's just one of those palettes that I could get rid of a lot of my palettes, but if I ever got rid of this, I would be so sad. And this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. It is such a basic matte eyeshadow palette, but it has pretty much everything that I need in an eyeshadow palette. It has something a little bit shimmery, it has some like really light colors I can put all over the lid, it has a very light brown, a deeper brown. I rarely touch the black, so I don't really care for the black, but it has pretty much everything that I need. I love the formula, I love the texture, how it blends out, so this is just, it's my favorite and I've used it so damn much. Now let's jump to my favorite brow product, and this is another one that I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys guessing, and I'm sure a lot of you are correct. The Glossier Boy Brow is my favorite. I have talked about it so many damn times, so I'm not going to say anything more, but it's just the perfect brow product for every lazy girl out there. For mascara, I'm going to throw you guys a little curveball. A lot of you might be thinking I'm going to mention a L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara, but I'm not. It is still technically under the L'Oreal umbrella of products, but this is a little bit more high-end, a little bit more expensive. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. It is just my favorite mascara. I am literally going to use this up completely because I can't live without it. It does everything that I want in a mascara. It gives me volume, it leaves my lashes curled, lifted, it defines them, it lengthens them, it lasts really well even on like really hot days here in San Diego. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, so it just does it all. Surprisingly, the lip category wasn't all that tough for me. I know, that's very hard to believe because I love lipsticks. It's the thing that I have the most. But my favorite lipstick definitely is this one by Bite Beauty. This is the Bite Beauty Matte Creme Lip Crayon, I believe? Yeah, lip crayon. I was gonna say lip pencil. It's the Bite Beauty Matte Creme Lip Crayon in the shade Glacé, which is the one that I'm wearing today. This is definitely one that I've worn the most. I already have the lip. I have such a small nib now. Like, I've used it up pretty much more than halfway. I think I only have like 20% left. It's like curved to my lip shaped. I just really love it. I kind of forgot how much I love this this product, but it's definitely one that I've used the most out of my whole lipstick collection. For my favorite liquid lipstick, this wasn't tough at all. It's the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bauhaus. I love this lipstick so much that I don't even need to look on the bottom to like confirm. It's just my favorite. I love the shade, I love the formula. It's a beautiful raspberry shade. You can wear it year round. This is one of those shades that I see it, I'm like, looks like a lovely spring shade, and it also looks like a lovely summer shade. You can wear it for the fall, you can wear it in the winter. It's just my all-time favorite, and whenever I see people wearing it like outside, maybe a girl at Sephora or something, I'm just like, that's Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Bauhaus, and I'm usually right. It's just a very unique shade, and the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick formula is my favorite, hands down. Like, I've just given up on my perfect liquid lipstick formula search because I already found it. It's this one. So this is my favorite. This is my ride or die. I feel so weird saying it still, and I've been recording this for a while now, but it's my ride or die. In this tag, there's a category for ride or die lip gloss. I don't like lip gloss that much, especially not to consider it my ride or die lip gloss, but there is something that gives me a glossy pout that I really love, and it's the Lancome Juicy Shaker in the shade Vanilla Pop, which is a very muted kind of rose shade. I really like it. It's not sticky like a gloss, and it's also very moisturizing on your lips. And the last thing I want to mention, this wasn't in the original tag, but I have to mention this because this is my ride or die lip balm. This is the Minoux Crème de Miel. What can I say? I talked about it in my top 5 favorite lip balms. This is just something that I've been using for almost 5 years. It's just my favorite. It moisturizes your lips. It allows me to wear as many matte lipsticks as my heart desires. So this is my ride or die lip balm. And that was it for my ride or die tag. I'm going to be tagging some people in the information bar below, so check down below to see if I tagged you. And thank you so much for my subscribers that requested me to do this tag, so thank you guys for tagging me. Now I'm going to ask you guys, what are your ride or die products? What are your all-time favorite makeup products? Let me know in the comments below, and I will leave all the products I talked about listed in the information bar below like always. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you're brand new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe by clicking right over here. Click right here, help me reach 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye! I haven't done a live update since October of last year, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was October, and that was when I was feeling very overwhelmed and very anxious